important for us to be well informed on what shame is. Shame is also noted to be a feeling impressed upon someone by others in order to make one feel inadequate. We're talking about shame this morning. Shame has two very strong synonyms: humiliation and embarrassment. Young people, there are a lot of us who are struggling with pain. It didn't just begin today. We as human beings began collecting shame and embarrassment as early as we can possibly begin to remember. Today I want to take you on a journey and show you how we collect and carry shame and embarrassment and how ultimately it can ruin our lives. Right now we're going to say Zach is 5-year-old little Zachary Dixon. One day he tells his parents he wants to play basketball. And his dad laughs in his face and says, "You can't play basketball, Zach. You're just too chubby." Zach's dad has given Zach what we can refer to as transferred shame. Pick up that first bag, Zach. Shame that his father struggled with that he passed on to Zach. That doesn't make Zach's dad a bad person, but parents, we have to be careful what limitations we put on our kids simply because we were told we couldn't do it. So Zach walks around with this bag of generational shame. You're older, Zach. You're in middle school. One of the popular kids is having a party and they're passing out and everyone who somebody is going to the party. Zach notices he never got one. Hey, put that second bag up, Zach. Shame isn't always something that you did. So now Zach is carrying around shame that we'll call rejection. Go ahead and put that on your back, Zach. Is it heavy? Say yeah. Pretend it's heavy. Now Zach is in high school, and here comes a pretty girl. And Zach decides he's gonna ask her on a date. I'm kind of into buff guys. You kind of From that one comment, Zach is feeling more and more inadequate, and now he's carrying body image shame. Pick up that next bag, Zach. However you want to put it on. You've been carrying things for so long, I'm sure you figured a way out to balance it. Don't feel bad, a lot of Christians do. We learn how to balance our weight and become highly efficient in juggling the shame. Now you're in college, Zach. And guess what? You had a baby. Let me see your hands, Zach. No ring. That's shame. Go ahead and pick up that bag. Can you give him a baby bag? A lot of, when you have baby out of wedlock, I know this for a fact, it comes with a lot of bags. There's really 2 or 3 more extra bags for church kids specifically. Now, Zach, going down there, you lost your job. Another bag. Stay right there while you're at it, Zach. Since you lost your job, your wife left you. Now you divorced. Another bag. Need some. Elder Brown, can you go get him so he can get him to church? And because he got all, he's going through life. His wife left him. Passing that church hurt. Somebody didn't do him right in the house. He is weighed down with shame. And this is when the enemy begins to show up. He offers something that will make you forget about all that shame, Zach. So he says, Zach, I got something that'll numb it. You can put the bags down. I got something for you. Put them down. Get drunk. So Zach gets drunk for a little while. And he don't feel the weight anymore. He's numbed it. Oh, Zach, come back. You sobered up. Got to pick the bags back up. What the enemy does is he offers us temporary fixes. Open your mouth. You got a little cigarette. Now he's getting drunk, and now he's getting high. He's doing everything. He's going out to the club. He's partying. He's kicking. Do you love me? Like, he's doing everything. He's trying to have a good time in order to ignore the shame nothing good comes from it. Suicide. Just kill yourself, Zach. Then you won't have to worry about anyone or anything. Young people, I want to stand firm in front of you today and let you know that suicide is not the answer. Suicide, in fact, is never the answer. The bags don't disappear when you commit suicide either. You just pass them off to your parents. So Zach has been holding these bags for quite some time. And it's funny how people expect you to live a whole productive life while never addressing the bags you've been carrying. Someone recently said, I don't know why the young people don't lift their hands and praise the Lord. Zach, lift your hands and praise the Lord. He can't. He's too weighed down. Maybe we need to take a moment and address the shame that they're carrying from their personal lives before we judge them spiritually. You don't have to walk around like Zach is right now. You don't have to be like the woman at the well, the Samaritan woman who made her life more difficult because of her shame. God is saying, hey Zach, cast your cares on me. Your anxieties, your worries, the things you carry in shame, cast them on me because I care. I hear a lot of young people say, nobody cares. That's not true. There are people on this earth that care about you. There are a ton of people in this very church who care about you. But most importantly, if we let you down, God cares about you. And He cares about what we care about. Hebrews 12:1 says that we can lay aside every weight that hinders us and every sin that entangles us. You say, God, I've done some things that have caused me shame. Zach, you can start laying them down. Fortunately for you and the woman at the well, God already knows what you've done. It's no secret. He knows what we're carrying. I want you to give to Him. As Zach has done, he laid his weights, he laid everything that hindered him at the altar. Maybe the enemy hasn't offered you drugs or